Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to show you the most recent project, since a lot of you know that I'm on my 39 of 40 in the Blight League, so there is either level 100, defeat Argus, blighted maps, and spend soul fight in the Asteroid Mine. So the Asteroid Mine shouldn't be a big deal, it's like 50,000 missing. I think I even have enough soul fight to just pull it off, right? So I just need to, run some more delves and that's it. And then we have Argus, Blighted Maps, or level 100. So, Blighted Maps. No. Argus in Endgame Labyrinth. No. So, we're going for the level 100. And since my last character was the strength stacking zombie mancer, I decided to just stick with the strength stacking. And I came across a build that looked quite weird, like really weird, because I personally never seen a skill tree like that. Never. Not in all the, I don't know, like 100 different builds that I played, there was a single one just close to what this tree is all about. And yeah, that was so weird that I said, like, I need to try it out. So the way I did it, since a lot of people told me to use Joffrey's with my strength stacking zombie mancer, just because you get a bazillion energy shield out of that. So we are having that one here. You get 2 maximum energy shield per 5 strength. Then we have the Shaper's Touch that gives you 2% energy shield per 10 strength. And then you can still round it up with like a weapon that has like increased area of effect per strength and stuff like that. So the way this works, or at least the way I was looking for it, it was like PoE Ninja, going to builds, then you go like for Joffrey's, then you go for Shaper's Touch is what you want to have, right? And then you just stick by ES, cause we're now energy shield stacking with the strength. And I came across this dude here that has currently like 22,000 energy shield, completely strength stacking. And when I saw this tree, I was like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? And I did some more research and I came across this dude, Talamoi's strength stacking Blade Vortex Chieftain. This is outdated because I checked the path of buildings and stuff, and they're like from the past skill tree, so it doesn't really work like that anymore. But still, this is the guideline. I did not read through the guide. I will still link it in the description below, because I guess this is the founder of this build or whatever. And I personally think credits to those who deserves it. So, let's talk about the build. I'm currently level 70. I just leveled this one up yesterday. And yeah, it's just a Blade Vortex character, so it wasn't like too hard. I think it took like 6 hours. I think I did some more crafting, so 9 hours at the moment. But I think it was roughly 6 hours to get it to mapping. And yeah, trying to make this build happen. So the weird thing is, the only thing you need in this build is strength. Like strength, strength, stun immunity. Strength, Might of the Meek to buff strength. And then Born to Fight for more strength. And then we go up here taking Arsonist because it's a fire build. Strength, and so on. Okay, so the only difference here is we are using 4 different jewels. One is the Might of the Meek that buffs all the small notables here to have more and more strength. So if we level up, we're even gonna take 1, 2, 3, and 4, because those points will now give 15 because of the Might of the Meek. Then here is an Unnatural Instinct, so we are getting the skill effect duration and increased area of effect. If you don't have that, just take the 2 life region nodes and take a Bronze Jewel, for example. This is this one over here. That's like the fill-up spot here, right? This is a jewel that can give you increased dexterity, strength, and intelligence, or at least reduces your intelligence. The second one is Efficient Training, as we used on the Zombie Mancer. Then we have the Might of the Meek and the Unnatural Instinct with a Watcher's Eye. So this is the plan here, right? So, as I said, Might of the Meek over here, Might of the Meek over here, to just make all the small nodes better than before. So we're even going to stack this ones, because the weird thing is, strength is all you need, besides capping your resistance, but in the other hand, it's just strength. So, the thing is, with the Dune's Kubiari or whatever, you get increased damage per 8 strength when in main hand. Dude, I actually have a problem saying strength, because I call this build like the Stronk strange strength build. That's actually a tongue breaker. Anyways, so the reason here is just like strength, 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 because we're getting energy shield, because we're getting percentage energy shield, because we're getting damage, and we have the Iron Will support that says strength damage bonus applied to spell damage, and this is the reason why we're using Blade Vortex or any other spell that is like physical based, can be Purifying Flame, can be, I don't know, Ethereal Knives or whatever. Because we're Chieftain, we're getting the 50% conversion to fire over here, and with the Avatar of Fire, we can basically play any physical build without losing any damage here, right? So then 1, 2 energy nodes, then just keep on stacking, and as soon as we're passing this Natural Instinct here, we're moving towards the energy shield side of the tree, and here every single jewel slot will be the efficient training to convert all these strength intelligence node into strength nodes. Even the bigger ones that usually say 20 intelligence, I get this one in, now it's 20 strength. So we're just strength, blah, 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 all the way up here, taking CI, Chaos Immunity, and the Ghost Reaver to be to leech Energy Shield. So in the perfect world, we're probably gonna end up having, I mean, this is really, really min-max gear, because if we're now checking my gear at the moment, it's just like, it's not really good, but it's still better than average, I would say, because we're just having strength multi-modded, like nothing else. Like, this is just the easy way to start a character off. If you're saying you want to go strength stacking, the only thing you really need is the strength attributes here, right? So before like investing way more currency, and usually you want to start crafting those with the Deafening Essence of Rage, because this will give you like I think like 50 up to 58 strength or 57 strength on every single item. Doesn't matter if it's an intelligence based and so on. So they are kind of rare on the market because of the Summon League, because there's so many necromancers using them for the Baron strength stacking like we did on the last build. But yeah, in the end, you're just gonna stack up those, and then you're gonna keep on going with the strength here. As I said, the easiest way to do this is just like get strength. On the Ascendancy, we have this point here, the Tessalio Cleansing Water, which gives us 100 fire resistance. So it's kind of easy to get your fire resistance going, but it's kind of hard to get your cold and lightning. And this is why I decided for now to go with double 2-stone ring with the cold and lightning, and also cold lightning crafted. So these two will give me, they're both the same, will give me about 30 something cold and lightning resistance. Then you can take the Black Suncrest, which gives you also increased strength, dexterity, and intelligence, which is nice. But as I just said, it's super hard to get your resistance going, and this is why I Chaos spammed a Hubris Circlet for now with the enchant for Blade Vortex. It's just like lightning resistance in max here, because this is the only thing I was missing. So as we keep on going, let's start with the basics first. Just strength. Then we have an amulet, a shaped amulet that has increased attributes. Better would be strength attributes and percentage increased attributes, something like that. And other than that, you're just going to focus on your resistance. I do have here area of effect, because there was no other good prefix going on, because life doesn't matter for this build. And yeah, the base was strength dexterity, because we're also lacking a lot of dexterity for the Blade Vortex itself. That's why I also took the all the dex notes here that I could find in the process of leveling. Yeah, as I said, this one just to cap out my resistance. Then we're having the Dune Kubiari that gives you 70 strength, cast speed, mana, and increased damage. So this will give me a bunch of damage with all the strength stacking that we do. Next on the list, Shaper's Touch gives me 2% increased energy shield per 10 strength, so that's quite a lot. Then we have the Albaron's Warpath from the Zombiemancer that is giving you 18% increased strength. Nothing too fancy over here. Then for the belt, this is also Chaos spammed for increased attributes on a heavy belt. This is the strength based. Good would be the one that I used on my Summoner, I think, somewhere here, that has strength and percentage increased attributes. But yeah, we're gonna see if I will ever be able to do one of those. I just Chaos spammed this one as well for the cold resistance and increased attributes. That's why I have lightning resistance on my helm. And then we're gonna keep on going. The Joffreys, this is kind of the hard piece, those two items, or those three actually. And this is giving me 2 flat ES per 5 strength, and the Shaper's Touch is giving me percentage ES. And then you can still like go with either an energy shield that has to be crafted, or what I do with one of these mazes to give you increased area of effect, just multi-modded for spell damage or fire damage to spells, whatever you can fit on that. And also mana, because we are having the Watcher's Eye with the Clarity Mana mod. So if you stick everything together and get your auras going for now, we're gonna land up 11,500 energy shield already with like 1700 strength on level 70. So on the progression on this build, because a build guide-ish will follow once this character is like level 90 plus or something, and the plan is for this character to get level 100, so we're gonna see how we're gonna do that one, or at least like the way we're gonna do it. And if I just think of in the front, like let's say level 90, what we're definitely gonna reach today, we are just going to keep on like getting this jewel slot, getting another efficient training in here, then get this jewel slot here for the Watcher's Eye, just because this one doesn't affect anything. And as soon as I have intelligence nearby, I want to use an efficient training, because every single small 10 strength node gives me actually, I think, like 17 or 18 strength already, because all of the increased attributes. Then we're gonna keep on going these 4 points here with the strength, because it's like 15, then 30, 60 strength just from those 4 points, and those 60 strength will end up being like 90 strength or something, just because of the amount of increased attributes that we have. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this build in action. I try to make it deathless this time at the moment. 0 deaths, still hardcore solo self-found viable. I mean, probably not solo self-found, but still hardcore viable at the moment. And I think like 11,500 energy shield on level 70 is quite massive. I cannot really remember the last time I had so much energy shield here. And in a perfect world, if we're gonna take a look again at this dude here, I copied his path of building, and this dude has legit like 4,500 energy shield regen, while having 5,500 energy shield leech with more than 20,000 energy shield. So yeah, this is a very, very interesting build, and I personally think that it's nice to play different builds that are so like completely off meta in one hand, and second of all, completely different build, because in all the builds that I've played, as I said before, I've never came across a build like that has a tree like that, where you really see that strength is everything you need. Because, for example, I put out the Watcher's Eye, put it on the bottom side, took an intuitive leap to get Melding, Dreamer, and Overcharged, and I lost energy shield basically in the long-term process on 90 plus with a min-max skill tree, more or less, right? So there you see, it's all about strength stacking. Just get every single strength node. You can even go down here, take this jewel slot here, take an efficient training just to convert those 3 nodes into strength as well. It's like strength, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the build that I'm currently focusing on, and as I said, trying to reach the level 100, then we are done with the league pretty much here. But yeah, this is a very interesting build. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm looking forward to min-max it, because this gear is kind of, yeah, mediocre, I would say, on this point of the league, because there's nothing specially multi-modding a 1-stat item here. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for watching, and maybe see you later on the stream.